I've been asked for this video a few times now, and it's a G-Shock video, and the model number is GMW-B5000TFC. Now, this watch originally was released as part of G-Shock's 35th celebration campaign. It was relaunched with a porter case. It's made of stainless steel. It's called one of G-Shock's full metal watches, and this is diamond like carbon coated, called DLC coating. And I've worn it a few times, and you know, I am a G-Shock fan anyway, and I must admit the number of times that I have people, you know, want to take a look at this watch and know more about it, you know, it really is quite interesting. And I'll just explain that my camera will automatically refocus when the item gets close to the lenses. So, and it'll try and work out, you know, which is the best focal length to use so that I can film this. But and I thought, okay, I have shown this watch before, but I think I really have to show it again by itself, because it seems to be one of the most desirable G-Shocks that you can get today. I mean, again, what is amazing is that this design, it was actually designed in 1983 by one of Casio's engineers called Kiku Ibe, and he'd owned a watch that was given to him. He had dropped it, it had broken, and he worked for Casio, and he allowed Casio allowed him to develop a new digital watch, and it became the DW-5000C, and that was a Casio watch that was released in 1983. It means that this watch design is actually 40 years old. The actual overall look and shape of the watch is very similar to what it was back in 1983, and every 10 years, every 5 years, Casio release special editions, and this is part of the 35th release. Again, it was released with a porter case, and yeah, it had a very special retail price at the time for a full metal G-Shock, and they do seem to be one of the in fact, I would say this is the most desirable Casio G-Shock that you can buy today. And on the secondary market, a brand new one of these is going to cost you about £4,000. So that's a 400% premium that you would have to pay to buy this watch new today. And there aren't many left, actually. I have noticed one of these on Chrono 24, and when I last looked, the retail price was £9,000. So, you know, this is an incredibly expensive watch. I actually don't think that it would sell for 9,000. I bet you the seller would let it go for, you know, probably 5,000. I mean, he's quite serious. This is a very desirable watch that you know, that people do like, and it is cherished by the collecting community. But you know, what's so interesting is that the color scheme of this watch is identical to the original watch, the DW-5000C, that was released in 1983. It was this color. This is actually a black DLC, so that makes it more gunmetal. The original was plastic resin, so it had a matte black finish. But the actual case of this is identical to the original. It has this brick pattern. On this watch, the brick pattern actually it is a solar panel that recharges the battery. This has a more an up-to-date screen, so it's more legible. But the black colouring, the gold lettering, contrasted against the white lettering, and then the red ring around the corner, around the circumference, with the metallic blue. All that was the colour scheme on the original DW-5000C. And this is the modern day iteration that was released as a limited edition that you have to pay a fortune for to get it now. But yeah, so the original had a metal case and everything else was plastic. On this version, it has a metal case and the outer case is all metal also, and hence that's why it's called the G-Shock Full Metal. So I actually view this as one of my most favourite G-Shocks that I've ever seen and ever owned. Personally, I like the Casio G-Shocks. They're a very strange, peculiar, asymmetric designed wristwatch. But this is, it's a 40-year-old flagship watch still for the brand. And I've threatened to make another video about G-Shock, Casio G-Shock and Rolex, explaining why these are the two best watch brand names in the world. And I think a few of you might understand where I might go with that and agree with me even at this point. But yeah, I think what I'm going to say is that digital watches today are very fashionable once again. This is the latest technology in 1983 design of the G-Shock Square. This has atomic timekeeping, so it has a little radio antenna inside that allows it to sync to atomic timing around the world. It has several alarms, it has a stopwatch, it has a timer, it has a backlight. I might be able to show you that. Ah, there you go. You might be able to see the blue glowing there. And I'll press it once again so that you can see the contrast there. In fact, what I will do here is I'll whiz through the functions. There's time, there's the world time, it's set to Paris at the moment. There is the alarm, I've got it set on snooze for midnight. There's the stopwatch, and there's the timer for 10 minutes. Those functions I actually use all the time, and especially for cooking. So I really like these functions. Oh, hold on a second. One moment. I do apologise. That was the postman, and I wasn't expecting him today, but I needed to let him in because I was waiting for a delivery. So anyway, so yeah, this is the GMW-B5000TFC, the 35th anniversary limited special edition, normally sold with the porter case. Even this case is worth a fortune. It's a case that offers 6 slots for any watch really, but it's all branded G-Shock. It's a very, very cool thing. Yeah, so this is the DLC coated stainless steel full metal G-Shock, probably the most desirable wristwatch by G-Shock in the world today. And at that, I hope everybody is very well. I hope you're having a good day, and no doubt speak again soon.